Hey everyone, it's Beth from the Wilton Test Kitchen, and I'm here to show you another piped buttercream flower. We've gotten lots of requests for the hydrangea, and I especially want to call out my friend Yannick, who's getting married in a couple of months and has asked for us to show this one because he's making his own wedding cake and hydrangeas are going on it. We are so happy to help you out, and hydrangeas are actually one of my personal favorites, so I'm super excited to show them to you. Hydrangeas are actually a takeoff on a really simple drop flower, and we're going to bring them to life by using a bag striping technique, which I'm going to show you now. I'm going to use a tip 1B, which is a really big drop flower tip, but you can use any drop flower tip you like. I've got a few different colors of icing here. My favorite hydrangeas are the really pretty blue ones, so I've made a periwinkle shade, a lighter blue, and a really pretty yellow green that's very, very subtle. We're going to bag stripe by using small spatulas and small amounts of icing. I'm going to start with my dark blue color, and I'm going to put my spatula all the way down into my bag and drag the icing up the side. So you don't want to be too bulky at the bottom with your icing because we need to get the other colors down into the tip as well. And then we're going to just rotate the bag slightly so we can do this again with our lighter blue. The small spatulas really help this because you can really control where the icing is going much more easily than if you had a big spatula. So then right next to it, stripe up a bit of your lighter blue icing. And then repeat with dark icing, once more with our light. And then we're going to finish off with a fifth stripe of yellow. Once you have your bag striped all the way around, go ahead and fill in the center with a little bit more yellow. And then just twist the bag to close. First, I want to show you the basic motion of the drop flower before we go to our cake. You'll hold the bag at a 90-degree angle with the tip actually touching the surface. And you want your knuckles to be pointed at 9 o'clock if you're a righty, or at 3 o'clock if you're a lefty, because you're going to squeeze and rotate your whole hand a quarter of a turn so that your knuckles end up at 12 o'clock, whether you're righty or lefty. Then stop your pressure and pull the tip away. That's how easy it is to make a drop flower. Now, as you can see, my yellow hasn't started to come out of the bag yet, and that happens a lot when you stripe a bag, so it's actually really good to do a little bit of practice or squeeze some of the icing back out into a bowl before you actually move to the surface that you're decorating to get all of the colors flowing at once. The second way we're going to bring our drop flowers into hydrangea life is the way we position them on the cake. Hydrangeas are very rounded, so we want to create a rounded surface on our cake for our little flowers to sit on. So I'm going to use some stiff consistency icing to just pipe a mound of icing where I want my flowers to sit. This will elevate them and give them a nice platform to be rounded. I'm using stiff consistency icing for this because remember, you're going to want to put your tip for your hydrangeas directly onto the icing, so the stiff consistency will hold up better than a medium under that kind of pressure. Don't worry about how this looks, you can smooth it out as you go. Go ahead and bring the icing down the side of the cake just a little bit because I'm going to actually cascade these over the side so it has a really pretty flowing motion. After you have a good amount of icing on, go ahead and just smooth it out a little bit. Again, just remember you want it to be like a bulb. This by no means looks perfect, but it doesn't matter because we're going to completely cover it with our hydrangea buds. Go back to your variegated bag and begin piping your drop flowers. For a realistic effect, twist your bag once in a while so that as your colors variegate out of your bag, they're actually on different sides of each other. Position the flowers as close together as you can so that as you twist, the flower petals naturally fill in the spaces between. If you have any little bald spots, go ahead and just stick your tip in and give it a squeeze without the turn. These are so ruffly and full, you'll never know the difference. As you come to the end of your first bag of icing, if you need more because you're not done with your flowers, know that you should create a brand new bag with new bag striping to keep the colors really separate from each other. This isn't a time when you're going to want to refill your disposable bag. So there you have it, a lovely cascading hydrangea arrangement made out of buttercream. I love these because there's no chilling involved. You don't have to put them into the freezer first, you just pipe them directly on the cake. Yannick, please let us know how your cake turns out. And all of you, we'd love to see the pictures of the flowers you're making. Just use the hashtag WiltonCakes. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Definitely comment below and tell me which flowers you want to see next. We read all of them. And subscribe to the channel because Wilton has new ideas coming for you all of the time. I'm Beth. See you soon.